Freeze Mage for a long time has kind of been shut out of the metagame. One of the decks that performs super well against it happens to be the Warrior class. With Grim Patron hanging around, there were two sides of the Warrior you were on. You were beating up Grim Patron or you were the Grim Patron. And even some of the Grim Patron decks ran shield blocks in there, so they didn't always have the same reach. And versus the traditional Control Warrior decks, they would get to armor totals that were nigh unbeatable. And almost every single time you were playing Freeze Mage. With Grim Patron being nerfed, it's unlikely that we're going to be seeing quite as many Control Warriors early on, I'd say. And so because of that, this deck, I think, has a nice spot in the meta right now.
Yeah, I actually thought the same thing earlier today when I queued up Freeze Mage on ladder. I proceeded to lose on turn 5 to a Face Hunter, and then I deleted the deck.
That's actually a good matchup, too.
Sometimes Face Hunter just does Face Hunter things, and there's nothing you can do.
Well, that's Hearthstone.
That's Hearthstone. Small sample size, one game. Can't draw conclusions from that.
I don't know. I think one instance of something is usually enough to draw complete judgments about people's characters, overall win rates, outcomes of topics that typically would require heavy data science behind them.
Kappa.
No Kappa.
Whoa! And Wooster. Oh, man. Too bad they don't have a kidnapper.
I wonder if he was reeling in pain.
I know.
To the kidnapper. Like, nobody who's watching has been listening to, like, all of the 12 rounds that we've been podcasting, whatever it is.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's a sick curve from Ohio State. Can it be enough to take out a Freeze Mage, though?
Well, so far it's looking like, I mean, Freeze Mage is, the works are pretty gummed up at this point. If they draw a Frost Nova, maybe they can turn something around with that Doomsayer. They might even Doomsayer this turn.
Sure.
Now, here's the thing. This muster for battle,
if it hits twice, they can clear it. Because they have the weapon, so they'll have 5 damage guaranteed.
Is Ohio State willing to risk that? That's a 50-50. There's a...
no, it's not. It's less. Because they have 3 shots and they needed to hit twice.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
Everything's a 50-50. Either happens or it doesn't.
TJ's major is mathematics.
Statistical analysis.
Ohio State chooses to not risk it here. And frankly, I'd have to agree with you. Their hand is so strong at the moment.
It would have hit.
Their hand is so strong at the moment that I don't think they have to take that major of a risk. They still end up with some power on the board. They get blessed by this Avenge afterwards. They have Piloted Shredder going into turn 4 as well as Muster for Battle on turn 5.
The Doomsayer triggers on the next turn.
Yes. And so this sequencing from them actually pretty darn good. This situation might even have been better for them.
Yeah, even if they had been able to kill off the Doomsayer.
Right, because now they're just... I mean, I don't want to say it is better, but it could have turned out better. That's really the point of getting it here.
Now they still have the Muster for Battle.
Yeah.
They didn't take the risk. They went for a calculated play, and they are rewarded.
Tough call here, though. I mean, Pilot Shredder taking that Blood Mage. Blood Mage is a scary minion to leave around, almost regardless of what deck it's playing in.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a way to deal with it now while still pushing the 4 damage to face by using the Muster for Battle. And they have a way to still fill out their curve by using the Avenge.
One time ever, I played against a Hunter who played a Blood Mage against me. I went, what on earth? And I just attacked him and played my minion and said go. He multi-shots my 2 4 health guys, then Hunter's marks my Druid of the Claw. I was like, well, I feel foolish. Now, that situation won't be happening here. Wooster cannot take advantage of the Blood Mage at the moment. So it's just going to be picking up a card. I like Ohio State's play so far. Just be relentlessly aggressive. That's the way that you oftentimes have to try to beat this Freeze Mage deck. It dedicates a lot of resources to playing a defensive game. And so because of that, you want pressure, 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 and hope they don't have the right tools. When they don't have the right tools, you can easily run away with the game. The problem is when they do have the right tools, oftentimes you feel foolish not playing a little bit more conservatively in some spots.
Yeah. Well, Ironbeak Owl picked up, but I'm not sure if they have seen one Doomsayer. Doomsayer is usually the primary Owl target because you want to protect the board that you have. But Acolyte Acolyte could be the thing that... Oh my god! What the heck was that?
Beautiful. Shout out to the production team.
I was staring right at that spot.
They knew, they could see it in your eyes.
Oh, jeez.
They can see it in his too.
I don't even know what point I was trying to make.
Yeah, we're talking about Iron Beak Owl with Doomsayer, and that being the primary target.
Great.
Okay, well, that's true.
Sounds like a good point.
You know, what you usually want to do is, Freeze Mage oftentimes looking for spots where they can freeze your board, play a Doomsayer, and since you can't attack it, it will live so often. The Iron Beak Owl will shut off that effect that makes it destroy everything. But there's another thing you can do with Iron Beak Owl in this matchup. If you have a frozen minion, you can silence that frozen minion and pull that freeze off and attack with it. Yeah, and that's a very valuable thing to have sometimes in this matchup. In Ohio State, they're going to continue to play conservative in this spot. They want this Pilot Shredder to be loaded up. But is Wooster going to fall for that? Do they know that this is an Avenge? Do they have any way to know that this is an Avenge? Well, they're about to know right now.
Hey guys, it's an Avenge.
Hey guys, it's Avenge.
Well, a 7.5
Look out!
A 7.5 Piloted Shredder is not something that you said earlier you could use the Owl to silence because it brings it down to a 4 attack. Yeah, you can use it to push lethal, but oh wow, look
They're
at this.
just going to big game hunter it.
Yeah. Well, Iceland actually works quite effectively in this situation, and look at all this freeze that Wooster has.
That draw is not what they wanted to see at the moment. Typically in this deck, you don't really want to draw any secrets. You want them all to be pulled out with Mysterious Challenger.
Well, having secrets early can sometimes be a good thing.
It certainly can, and that's really the benefit of the deck, is you can utilize them to good effect. But ideally, you'd like to be drawing all of your action and having the Mysterious Challenger thin your deck of those draws and increase your draw density. Draw the real powerhouse cards in the deck.
Yeah, for sure.
But the bigger story here is that Wooster has fended off a lot of this pressure. And sure, they're staring down 13 points of power right now, but they have plenty of ways to continue to stall this board and try to find the right tools.
Yeah, and this Noble Sacrifice that's been pulled here will give them a card.
There goes the Repentance.
Really doesn't affect them too much. Since they can control... Oh, wow, a Frost Nova, yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't think they need to couple the Frost Nova with the Doomsayer in this turn. I think they have plenty of time to work with.
Yeah, and they can continue to use these Acolytes to draw cards. They're going to proc the Noble Sacrifice with the low health Acolyte of Pain. Be able to draw more cards and freeze the board. This is a pretty good position with 2 Blizzards to back this up, plus a Flame Strike to back this up.
It looks like they're going to go... Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for Ping and Frost Nova, and I like this play. They're still rolling into turn 8. They still have access to Blizzard plus Doomsayer the turn afterwards. Yeah. Blizzard's still going to freeze the board, but now they're just drawing extra cards at this point. It's gotten too hot in there. The man behind the mask.
Yeah. You can only keep those things on for so long, and they immediately give them, here, take this.
They're like, come on, man.
Hydrate.
You lost the bet. You had to wear the horse head the entire time.
Yeah. Well, this could be one of those situations where you use the Owl to push through. Granted, oh, nope.
Well, this does push through in a different way, too. I mean, Mad Scientist is going to be pulling Ice Block out of this deck. It's going to be pulling Ice Berry out of here. Of course, Ice Block going to protect you if you take lethal. Instead, you don't take that lethal damage that turn.
Yeah.
And also, Ice Berry is going to give them 8 points of health. So they keep that in the deck. Maybe Wooster just draws that. They still want to be drawing their action cards. And look at the setup right now. Wooster has to do something about this. Now, Ohio State doesn't know they have Blizzard and Doomsayer in this situation. But I think this was really the way that you're supposed to tackle this turn. Hope that your opponent can't continue to freeze you and that you just have an open shot against them. I think they played to their outs this game, and that it's just a matter of Wooster having so much time that they have all the answers.
Yeah. It's going to be really tough, I think. Ohio State is running out of resources here. They do have second Mysterious Challenger, and actually Dr. Boom is one of the best cards against Freeze Mage, just because even if it gets frozen and killed off, you still get the effect from the Boom Bots. And if you can put the Freeze Mage low enough, the Boom Bots will proc from a Doomsayer on their own turn.
Yeah, but this is the sad, sad turn that Ohio State didn't want, where the Doomsayer says goodbye. Sport's wiped away.
No Doomsayers left, though.
Yeah. Here's the thing. They have Alex Straza, and they have Burn behind it. They have more freeze effects. They have a Flame Strike. I think Wooster has all the tools to go ahead and start trying to end this game.
Yeah.
They're going to go with Emperor Thorson first, though, in the Ice Barrier. They want to be as conservative as they possibly can in this spot.
Yeah. Well, bringing down an Icelands to 0 mana, bringing down an Archmage Antonidas to 6 mana, these are really big deals. It allows them to really build into that burn very effectively. Icelands can be basically turned into a fireball for free at this point. And just the utility of freezing becomes sort of just like a bonus at this stage. Dr. Boom looks like it is going to be played, so that's a tough meeting to deal with, but like you said, Wooster has so many resources at their disposal. Just continue to draw out this game.
Yep, so Ice Barrier gets procs. They don't have an Ice Block in play, though. So is this enough damage to start prompting more AoE spells from Wooster? You know, that's really the question here. I would say with Alexstrasza, I could see it go either way. They could still be a little bit more aggressive here. You know, say they play Alexstrasza, attack for 5, Ice Lance that Dr. Boom. They're not even close to dying. They're at 21 right now.
21, and if you do freeze that Dr. Boom, you're only staring at 4, 5, 6 damage on the board. What's the maximum that a Secret Paladin can do from hand? Probably True Silver Blessing of Kings.
Yeah, it's usually +8.
Yeah, +8. So 6 + 8, 14. Not quite at 21.
Now here's the thing, they did see an Ironbeak Owl. So if their opponent drew the perfect card and had the perfect hand already, they could deal just enough. So they're going to once again take an extremely conservative route with this one. Emperor Thorson, 4 damage is not enough to kill him, so he's sticking around for another turn. And if we've been doing our math correctly, that is a noble sacrifice.
Yes, it is.
So they're going to hang on this Emperor and get the extra discount.
Yeah, they realize, they do the calculations. Ooh, double muster for battle.
They've done the math.
Yeah.
They know the answers. Yeah, I think they have to just try to do whatever they can to take care of this. Taking this Emperor Thorson off the board.
Threat.
Yep. And here's the thing, Wooster is out of freeze effects at the moment, but second Mysterious Challenger only grabbed 1 secret.
All right.
So Alexstrasza Ice Block, I think you're feeling pretty darn safe behind that.
Yeah.
But they don't have actually the damage to finish afterwards. That's
you can Archmage Antonidas.
Ice Block. Fireball? Do you have enough mana to fireball?
Yeah, you do.
3 times next turn? No, because you're going to 2 your fireballs are going to cost 4 mana.
Well, you can start fireballing off the threats.
Is that his game plan though? I mean, he could just, if that's his game plan, he's just Flame Strike, right?
Archmage Antonidas Flame Strike?
No, I think just Flame Strike and use the fireballs to clear.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to go for. Wooster has played so conservative this game that I'd be almost stunned if they didn't continue to play conservatively.
Yeah.
They know it's a noble sacrifice still. There's the ping, and then Fireball's going to take out this Mysterious Challenger. Ohio State is down to pits on the board.
Yeah.
You ever seen a rich old guy with all the money fight a young guy who's only got nothing left?
Look at this. They're going to make use of the Shadow Boxer.
They could do that. That's true. The heal from True Silver Champion will proc that.
Yeah. But that means they have to override their 1/1 weapon, and all the damage that they can get matters at this point.
Yeah. I think at this point you just shove it all in. You go Buster for battle, get your 3 guys, your True Silver Champion, start swinging away, and just hope for the best at this point. I mean, everything is, you know, you're down to almost nothing left at this point.
Yeah.
You just got to hope for the right cards.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Wooster's used a Frost Novas. They've used Blizzards. They've used a Flame Strike. You haven't seen Alexstrasza yet. You know, you're thinking maybe they don't have it just yet. Maybe they can't deliver that lethal blow.
It's a long shot.
When a long shot's all you got.
Is that a song?
It should be.
It's usually a song whenever you drop like a word.
Just like 3 weeks later, I'm just like a multi-millionaire like musician. And they're like, yeah, man, he's just great. He's just absolute brilliance. He's a genius when you put him behind the mic. When a long shot's all you got. By Nathan, that's Admiral Zamora. Here it is, folks. And like they play the clap track.
Oh, jeez. Well, they went for it. Getting that Shadow Boxer damage in, but...
That's when Taylor Swift covers it and just crushes me on the album sales.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Wooster, they do require your assistance from that Archmage.
Basically going to close out the game.
Yeah, and here's the fireballs afterwards, too. They may even choose to protect their Archmage. I'm not even discounting that as a possibility. Nope. They say, let's go. You got nothing left, Ohio State. What you got? We got 3 of-a-kind fireballs. Well, Tyrion.
Well, actually, I still think it's just... There's no way for them to kill off Archmage Antonidas, so they can't block the block.
Is there anything they can
pop the block this turn?
Is there anything they can draw? What if they drew Keys and Mystic?
If they have that in their deck, yes, they could. Actually, I don't even think so. No, they could.
Yeah, it'd steal the ice block.
Yeah, if Kizan Mystic is their next card, then that's the only possible way that they could mount the comeback. But block is still up.
Here's the thing. Freeze Mage can never worry about Keys and Mystic. They just have to go.
Yeah.
And here we go. Wooster says 2 more Fireballs, Ohio State. You got 1 card left.
Yeah. And judging by the expressions on Ohio State's face, I don't think they have a Kazan Mystic in their deck. We'll
you said
see.
that necklace glow stick gave you power. Yeah, no way to fend off the pressure here, Ohio State. We're going to game number 3 in a tied series, boys.
Yeah, and I think Wooster actually last week brought Freeze Mage as well. I did mention that there was a Freeze Mage brought last week, and I believe it was Wooster. Actually have the decks here. But I don't have time to look at it.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
Because
Wooster.
we're about to go into game 3.
See
the
what
horse
happens
head is gone.
when you can actually see the buttons you're clicking, it makes a big impact.
Yeah.